Hi everyone, it's Shauna here from White Crane Qigong. I've had the request to create a video for people who do all kinds of athletic activities as a warm-up stretch. And you can also use this video to warm up prior to a Qigong practice. The more that we open up through our joints, release stress and tension from our ligaments and tendons, the more we allow the energy to move through our body, which means that not only are we going to be releasing tension, but we're also going to be drawing in fresh energy into the places where we really need it and want it. So come and join me for this practice. We'll probably be about 15-20 minutes. I look forward to sharing Qi with you. As with all practices, we start with alignment. When your body is in alignment, your energy has the opportunity to flow through you, in you, and around you with greater ease. So make sure your feet are straight out in front of you. Your feet, knees, hips are in alignment. You might want to chuck your chin in just slightly, and this will help to open up through the back of the neck. We always imagine that there's a golden cord descending from the heavens straight into the crown of your head. This opens us up to the Qi of heaven as our feet draw in and release out old stagnant Qi through the feet into the earth. The tailbone is always anchored, so this may require you to tilt your pelvis forward just slightly. And while you're active in this posture, you're also relaxed. So we're trying to ease out any tension as we go. Let your shoulders be soft. We'll start with 3 deep breaths, in through the nose and out through the mouth. But for the remainder of the practice, try to breathe naturally in and out through the nose. Really expand. Fill yourself up with fresh, vital energy. Feel how just breathing can start to release the tension and help us to feel more relaxed. So we'll begin this practice by floating up. You're going to draw the hands together and we'll interlace the fingers. Breathe in, and as you do, the hands will pull up to the heart. Then we'll turn them over and push out. And breathe in as they come up overhead, and you'll follow your hands with your eyes. Then we'll bring the head back to neutral and turn to gaze into the corner of one elbow. Then with your feet nice and firmly planted, we're just going to lean over to one side. See if you can see the heel on that foot. Then we're going to breathe in, come back up. Eyes are back up at the back of the hands. Then we're going to breathe out, draw the head back to neutral. Breathe in, look into the elbow crease. And then out and lean over again. I'm really planting my feet here so the legs are quite active. And this helps to really intensify that stretch of the laterals. Then we're going to breathe in, gaze back up, and we'll follow the back of the hands with the eyes as we just gently float the arms back down. With this practice, flip your hands over and release. If you feel any pain or tension in your joints, maybe give that form a miss. Good for your muscles to feel like they're stretched and activated, but we never want to create distress within the joints of the body. So from here, you're going to lean your weight into your right leg and we'll slide the left foot out so that the feet are now shoulder width apart, nice and square under the shoulders. The tailbone is still anchored. Shoulders relaxed, chin nice and tucked in. Keeping in mind that your alignment is always of vital importance. From here, we're going to make light fists with the hands. Breathe in and draw your forearms up together, and your knuckles are just around your bottom lip. We're going to breathe in and expand up and back. Then we breathe out, fold over through the upper body and squeeze down. We breathe in to come up and expand, and I'm really opening through the chest by squeezing the shoulder blades together. Then we breathe out and release and arc back down. Breathing in to come up and expand through the chest and the shoulders. Breathe out to contract back down. Nice big inhalation. We're opening up through the whole chest, upper back. This is a great form for your spine, shoulders to open up through the heart and release back down. We'll do one more round. Allow your arms to come back into shoulder width apart. We're going to open up the hands. Pick up one heel and you're going to twist to the other side. Breathe in back to center, heel down. Breathe in and we're going to turn the opposite direction. Keep your hands nice and open and expanded. And we're really trying to turn more through the waist here than through the hips. So keep yourself as solid as you can, lifting up that heel, pressing into the ball of the foot, great for the kidney chi. We're going to do one more either side. We're opening up through the waist, this dense tissue through the midline of the body where we often hold stagnation. Breathe in and raise your arms all the way up overhead. Maybe stretch really big and high. I've got my feet again really planted into the earth. And then we'll grab some energy, pull this down as though you're gathering up the light and warmth of the sun. We're going to draw it all the way down. Chin to chest. Breathing in, we're going to tuck in and slowly soften through the knees and allow your hands to come down. And then completely release. Let your head be fully heavy. Getting that nice stretch up the back of the legs. Maybe you want to wiggle around a little bit. Really feel your lower back open. And then bend your knees a lot. Push off the base of the feet. We're going to breathe in and slowly uncoil all the way back up. Shoulders release back. Breathing in, expand your arms out to the horizon. You're really going to be reaching as though I'm pulling you by your fingertips. This creates a nice opening through the chest. the energy meridians for the heart, the lung, the pericardium, the triple heater, and the large and small intestine run through your arms. Turn your hands over as far as you can. So I'm pulling my baby fingers out to the side. We're really going to wring out these meridians and open up through the chest. Now, hands are going to turn over and turn them all the way over as far as you can. Keep your tailbone anchored. We're going to breathe in and come up one more time. Turn the arms over. Keep the breath nice and relaxed. Palms will turn down. We're going to breathe in and draw the arms in nice and close to the side. Let your shoulders relax. And then you're just going to draw your arms all the way back down. Bring your hands in front of your lower dantian, elbows away from the body, and the hands expanded open. We breathe in, and we're going to peel the hands back, lift up the chest, and then look over your shoulder. Breathe out, draw back in, soften through the head and the neck. We breathe in and lift, and turn to look over your other shoulder. Soften and release back down. Hands come to turn back in at center. Breathe in and look over your other shoulder. I'm going to do one more to the other side. Breathe out and soften. Breathe in and expand. Come back to center and release. You're just going to let your hands come down and rest on your thighs. We'll come into a little form called the wave. This is very good for the spine. Tailbone anchored, almost as though you're just sitting on the edge of a bar stool. We keep the chin at the horizon, so we're not going to be looking down. We want to keep the chin open as we arc forward, and then we'll tuck in to come back up. Take a breath in. You're going to reach out, draw the arc, tuck back in, and wave back up. Arc out, hands slide down, tuck in, and we'll wave back up. Breathing out, breathe in to tuck back in and come back up. Do a couple more rounds. We really want to hydrate and lubricate the spine. It's like this super highway of your energy. Often, most of us have issues with back pain, lower back. This is a great form to help release some of that tension and just really move through the spine. Last round. Come up and release. Draw your hands, palms out. We're going to breathe in, circle all the way back to the lower back, and you're going to have your palms facing outward. Tailbone remains anchored. I'm going to come into some hip rotations. So you're just imagining that your head is still aligned by that golden cord holding it up. Let your lower body Just move into the corners of the hips. We're working the whole base of the foot, the knees. And this is a great way to draw the energy from the base of the spine up. Kind of like starting that inner fire. Come back to center. And we're just going to cycle back the other way. Breath is natural, always moving at your own pace for any of these forms. Qigong is so good for helping us attune to our own inner rhythms. Last round. And release. Lean your weight into your right leg again, and we're going to step out a little wider into horse stance or mabu. Hands are resting on the thighs. The tailbone remains anchored. Head is aligned with the heavens. Knees are over the feet. You don't have to be as wide as I am, but you do want to keep straight up and down. With your hands resting lightly on your thighs, keep the tailbone anchored. We're just going to slide a little bit forward. Again, keeping the throat open, we let the energy move up and down. We take a breath in, and as you breathe out, you're going to draw one hand over to the other and look over your shoulder. This is a really nice little spinal twist. Breathe back into center, take a pause. Breathe out, and we're just going to go over the other shoulder. Breathe in, back to center. It's like you're just following the level of the horizon. Breathing out. Breathing in, back to center. Breathing out, over again. Breathing in, come back to center, chin to chest. We're just going to roll up. Draw your hands up to your heart in prayer. We're going to pick up the toes on one foot and point that foot straight out. You're going to square your hips back to center. Knees are still slightly bent, and we're going to be leaning into the front leg, loading up the heel, not the knee. Breathe in and expand open and look over down your arm. Bend the back knee, push off the front heel. Breathe out back to center. Breathe in and expand open, palms wide open, fingers pointing up. Breathe out, back to center. Breathe in, open up. Breathe out, come back in. Pivot that foot back to forward, and we're going to go on the other side. Hips square back to center. Make sure you're stable and comfortable. Breathe in and expand. Out, bend the back knee, come back to center. Breathe in and expand. Fingers pointing up. Palms extended. One more time. And come back to center. Allow your hands to float down. We're going to cross one palm over the other. Keep the knees soft, tailbone anchored. We're going to breathe in and come up. Follow the hands with the eyes. And then follow your hands again as you lean over, head, neck, back in alignment. And sweep through. Breathe in and roll back up. Breathing out, we soften through the knees, fold down and through, let the head be heavy. Breathe in and roll back up. You're really using the stability of your legs. Breathing out, breathing in. This is a great form for the kidneys, the upper back, the whole spine, strengthening the legs, helping with balance. Breathing out. This time as you breathe in, we're going to mix it up a little. We're going to breathe out and come back down. Now you're going to draw your hands over to your left ankle as close as you can. Breathing in, we're going to come back up. Breathing out all the way over. Draw your hands. I'm going to draw an arc all the way over to the other leg. Breathe in, come back up. Breathe out, fold over. We're going to do one more either side. Arc the hands around. Breathe in and come up. Breathe out. Release down. All the way across, one more time to the other side. I love these. They're so intense. It really gets into all the muscles and tendons and ligaments. Back to center. Chin to chest. Breathe in and up. And release down. One more form in Mabu. Bring the hands underneath. You're going to draw your elbows out and we'll hold the great Wu Ji. This is very beneficial for the large intestine, which is paired with the lungs. Lungs energy in, large intestine helps to release toxins. We breathe in. As you breathe out, you're going to turn and look to one side. Legs stay solid. Whatever side you've turned to, we're going to breathe in and raise the opposite hand up overhead. As it comes up over, we're spiraling the palm up and we're turning to look over the opposite shoulder. That hand is going to sweep back down. Hand turns up. We sweep in back through the back and come back to center. Breathe out, turn to the other side. Breathe in, come up and over, spiraling the palm. Breathing out as we reach behind, scoop in, and come back to center. Breathe out and turn. Breathe in, come up overhead. Reaching all the way back, drawing in, keeping the legs steady and strong. Back to the opposite side. Breathing in, come up and over. Reach behind. Come back in. Turn your hands over And when you're ready, we'll come back to Wuji. Give your ankles a little shake. Shake out that energy. Give your wrists a shake. And when you're ready, we're going to give the whole body a nice big shake. Just shaking out any stress, any tension. If you feel like you need to release through the breath, bah! It's always nice to have a little yell. The tongue is the gateway to the heart. Sometimes we hold on to things that we might like to say. It's good to have a release some way or another. Keep going. Just keep shaking whatever way your body calls you to. Letting all the chi that we've moved to the surface, anything that's ready to go, can just be released. You can turn from side to side. You can lean over. Maybe have another yell. Sometimes I can do this for 20 minutes if you've had a really rough day, or if you feel like you're just can't get it together. Shaking is one of the best things to reset your nervous system. When you're ready, just come to a stop. Let that chi settle. Make sure you don't rush off too quickly. We're going to do 2 more forms to finish this off. It's really important with these practices to give as much attention to the ending as you do to the beginning. Knees soft, feet straight out in front of you. Knees, hips, feet in alignment. Shoulders relaxed. You'll notice my arms are a little bit out from my body. Create space under the arms. Chin to chest, head aligned. Let this energy settle as we practice a little standing meditation. We did a very yang practice, active outward energy. To balance this, we want to come back within. Turn your palms outward and we'll breathe in and gather up the energy 3 times and just draw it down. Washing it through your body. You may want to see this as just not only gathering up all your energy, but as you merge that with the beautiful, healthy, vibrant chi around you, that acts like water just rolling over rocks, moving around any stagnation, an energy that's no longer serving you can just be released out through the base of your feet. 1 more, gather up. And release down. Feeling yourself back together, invigorated and whole, and ready to go and do whatever practice you like to. I love to ride my bike. We're very blessed here to have some amazing bike paths. I can swim on the way home. I like to get out into the water a lot, run. Being active is good for your energy, keeps you vital, alive, and nourished. We want to keep the body moving, keep the energy flowing.